Hey YouTube, thank you for checking into this video clip. This is just a quick demo on how I do my back facials at my studio. And I didn't record the extractions, I just mainly wanted to focus on the cleansing and the mask and the massage portion of the service. So what I'm doing now is I'm doing the first cleanse, and I usually do that with steam for about 3 to 5 minutes. And before I wipe it off, I'll add in a little bit of exfoliation. Nothing too abrasive. I usually like using enzymatic exfoliants on the back. It's very effective, yet it's not too abrasive for them. And I'll work the exfoliation in for an additional 3 minutes, 3 minutes under the steam. And that usually helps to soften up their skin enough so that I don't have to work so hard during their extractions. So when you're doing a back facial, you always want to make sure that during the cleansing process, you continuously move around the table. You don't want to just have your hands super rigid on their back. Make it feel nice, make it feel rhythmic, kind of get into it, because your clients can tell if you're kind of just going through the motions, or if you really enjoy doing the service. So at this point, I'm applying a warm towel. It's not super hot because you have to remember I did do some exfoliation, so I don't want her skin to be super raw. I'm letting that steam get inside of her skin so it'll be nice and soft for extractions. You don't want to poke around too much because you can still leave scars on their backs. And usually when they're coming in for a back facial, they already have hyperpigmentation on their backs from back acne, so you don't want to add to the problem. So the way that I remove the towel is I usually start from the lower back, and I kind of do this back and forth snake or S movement as I work my way up the back. I don't just place it down and then just take it straight off. I also used a little bit of tapotement just to help bring up some more blood to the surface of the skin. So when it is time for me to apply the mask, there will be fresh blood there and oxygen and all those other yummy things ready to get all those ingredients from the mask. So after about 10 minutes, I've removed the steam from the skin, and I've done the extractions off camera, and I've already applied a toner to the skin just to rebalance the pH before I applied a detox mask. Some people may have a really dry back, so you may want to opt for a hydrating mask. But in this case, she had really bad acne and her back was super oily, so I opt for a detox mask, and I use all Origins products. I love Origins. They're super gentle. I never have any type of reactions with Origins, so that is my go-to. This video is not sponsored by Origins, but Origins, if you are watching this, hook a sister up. You can apply your back mask with a brush. I usually just use my hands. It's less cleanup at the end of the facial, at the end of the surface, but it's totally up to you. Before I applied the mask to the back, I rubbed it between my fingers so that it wouldn't be super cold going onto her skin. Another way that you can warm up your mask before applying it to their back is by putting your mask inside of a little bowl, like a ceramic bowl, and just keeping it inside of your towel warmer for a few minutes before you get to the mask portion of your back facial. Just be careful when you're taking it out of the towel warmer because it may be a little hot. So when you're applying your mask, you want to make sure that you cover everything, all the way from the shoulders all the way down to the lower back, and even down on the sides of the back. Sometimes I'll come out a little bit more on their upper shoulders because sometimes they'll have acne in that region too. Some people like to apply saran wrap to the back while the mask is sitting and then putting a towel on top of that. You can do that if you would like. My client, she was pretty hot natured, so she just wanted to stay as clear as possible from all those covers and blankets and stuff like that. So I left all that off of her so she could breathe. While the mask is sitting, I usually like to do a scalp massage for a few minutes, usually I'd say 3 to 4 minutes. I usually ask them before I start doing a scalp massage because some people may say, no, I don't want a scalp massage. And then I'll just move on to their arms. So after I do the scalp massage, I'll use a hand cream and then I'll massage the arm while it's still on the table. Another good idea that you can use is dropping one of the arms down off of the table and then pulling your stool up close to her head and then putting their hand in your lap. And then you can massage their hand that way, if you can imagine what that's like. I also like to do a lot of kneading. I like to slow it down while I do my hand and arm massage, just to help them relax. Makes it feel real nice. If you don't have any mask on the upper shoulder area, you can go ahead and get in that region too. Sometimes I like to get into the upper pec region or the front of the shoulder. Sometimes your clients will have forward rotated shoulders, so it feels really good if you get your fingers cupped right into that area on the front of the shoulder. I know in massage school they usually just teach you to push the blood in one direction, that's towards the heart. But sometimes you can go the opposite way, just as long as you're not pushing down too hard. Just a light touch, just so it feels nice. So after about 10 minutes, the mask should be all set. And you're going to go ahead and get a warm towel, shake it out a little bit. Make sure it's not too hot. And go ahead and gently apply it to the back. And smooth it out real nice. Apply some pressure. A little step that I like to do is called cat prints or catwalk down the back. So that's basically using the palm of my hand and just pressing down beside the spine. Not right on the spine, but beside it on your erectors, going all the way down to the bottom of the back, and then doing that S movement side to side and swiping up the back with the warm towel. You always want your experience to be nice, fluid, not choppy. Just make it real nice. And trust me, they can tell the difference when you actually put forth an effort and you show that you care. Make sure you go back and just pick up any loose pieces that you may have missed. So off camera, I did apply a toner. After you apply your toner, go ahead and hop into your oil-free massage cream. I know as estheticians, we are not licensed to do full body massage, but in some states, you are licensed to do a back massage with your back facial. So this is just a quick look on how I basically rub in the oil-free massage cream to their back. You want your tempo to be super slow and rhythmic. At this point, he or she is probably have fallen asleep. I'm just applying a little bit of pressure to the back with my forearms. And then I'm doing that separating movement, which feels really good to the spine. Not too much pressure on the spine, just gliding over top. And I'm doing a little bit of vibration on the erectors and going around the scapula. You always want your movements to be full of love, full of warmth. Make it super dramatic, but yet slow. You don't want to rush your massage. This move that I'm doing right now is called rib rakes. Rib rakes. You're just separating your fingers and you're going up and down the side. In this video, I did not demonstrate the massage routine on both sides of the back, but you can basically repeat the same process on the other side of the back. Always include the back of the arms. Make your movements full and dramatic. Now I'm doing circular movements on the erectors all the way up to the top of the back, the base of the skull. Pushing down on the shoulders. And then finishing it off at the neck. Thanks for watching.